Lapis, diamonds, eyes of ender, and even concussion creeper spawn eggs are only some of the things you can farm using infused seeds in GTNH. Today I will showcase two designs of infused seed farms. A more magic based setup available at LV and a technology based setup available at MV. So, before we get into it, infused seeds, as it says in the name, require infusion, which is slightly hard to obtain in LV, as you need to get lucky with arcane stone bricks from loot bags. Both of these farms use Void Putty to fix the hose of growth, so the planar vortex is also a prerequisite. I will also showcase a solution that doesn't require a planar vortex at the end of the video. Before we actually start, I would love to give a shout out to Duct. He is the one that told me that block placers can use hose of growth. He's my goat. So go check him out if you haven't, which I doubt, but you know, there's always a chance. A link to him will be in the description. Here's how you build these setups. Okay, never mind. Let's slow it down a little bit. These are the items needed for the LV setup. We start by placing two block placers and a dirt between them. Hold the dirt, put two of the hose in the block placer and keep the full durability one. Place two item pipes on top of the block placer for the seeds. Range the top and place a filtered conveyor cover on it. Right click the infused seeds on the filter. Place an inventory and a block breaker underneath. It is important to place two full blocks on the block placer for the hose. As for the redstone circuit, you place two timers and two repeaters. Place a lever to stop the timers. Connect the wires up and don't forget the strip. Place the main timer on a 0.35 second delay and the repair timer on 72 seconds. And put the repeater for the repair on 32 ticks of delay. As for how we are repairing the hose, we use a golem's workbench. Place a fabrico jar to reduce the downtime. The entropy upgrade is very important. The air upgrades are for reducing downtime. Place a golem with an empty core. Place the full durability hole in the golem and put it in the placer. Place a stick on the first slot of the crafting grid and place it in the first slot of the inventory. Put the void putty adjacent or under the stick. Place the item conduit. Extract green when redstone supplied. Insert on brown. Extract brown, always active on the workbench side. Put in a filter with a full durability hole of growth on whitelist. Green insert. Place an inventory with void putty. Put the void putty into the golem workbench. We use routed interface pipes to keep the stock. Item broadcaster chip with void putty on whitelist. Use an item stock keeper chip on void putty. A refill when missing. And your setup is done. Now here's the MV setup. The seed setup is pretty much the same. We use two block placers to grow the seeds, but this time we keep the damaged hole. The filtering setup is the same. Place the block breaker facing down. We don't have to use two full blocks this time around. The redstone circuit is a lot smaller, as we don't need a circuit for the repair. Don't forget the strip again. Place an item conduit and a crafter. It is enough to supply 1 amp of LV to the crafter for it to work sufficiently. Put a damaged hole and void putty into the crafter. On the placer side, extract green, always active, with an advanced filter on 75% durability on whitelist, insert on brown. On the crafter side, extract, always active, on brown, insert on green. Place your void putty inventory, extract, always active, green on the inventory side. Don't forget the seeds, and don't forget to put the timer on 0.35 seconds, and your setup is done. Both of these setups have incredibly similar rates at around 2.8 seeds a second. This translates to 2.8 diamonds a second, or 56 lapis per second, or even 180 glass per second. I will leave a full list of GTNH updated infused seed drops in the description. So all you have to do is multiply the drop by 2.8 to figure out the per second rate. The last thing I will showcase today is the monstrosity that the Thaumic Restorer base setup is. We have to use 2 sets of hose, work in the downtime the repairing time creates. This setup uses 5.5 instrumentum a second, around 95% of the times that the setup is on. As the Thaumic Restorers have a set repair rate, we have to slow the farm down a bit, because the hose break faster than they could be restored. Overall, this setup is mostly useless except for some edge cases or challenge runs, mostly because of the instrumentum cost. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment or DM me on Discord. Thanks y'all for watching, and see you in the next one.